Voice of Jacksonville Pool.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. It's West Coast Challenge time. Day 5 is getting ready to get started here. And, oh, yeah, we got the ladies division coming on over. Team Rack Pack out of Polk County versus It Is What It Is up out of Georgia here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one-loss side part of the bracket for the ladies. We still have Team Hurricanes, and there we are then, coming up here in a little bit as well. So good luck to all the teams. Oh, good morning, Nick. Good morning to you, sir, on the YouTube side. How are you, brother? Welcome on in. What was that? I thought I heard something falling in the background. Yes, good morning. Time to get this party started and rolling. Also, chat before I forget as well. Please definitely help me wish every single father out there a wonderful and happy Father's Day. Hey, says I'm doing great. How are you, brother? I'm doing well. Excited to get this this tournament wrapped up. On one hand, of course, sad about it, right? Been enjoying myself being here. On the other hand, it's time to get this all done. Get it done and over with. Yeah, we got to crown some victors here. Got to crown some victors, that's for sure. That should be updated. Make sure I got CompuSport pulled up for this score. Oh yeah, they haven't. They're still finishing up a couple practice round real fast. Nick, thank you for the happy Father's Day, brother. Appreciate you. morning, everybody. I see more people in chat come on in. No matches have started just yet between the two teams. They're getting their final bit of practice in. All right, great question, Nick. Let's go by bracket and discuss that. So Nick on the YouTube side said, so how many teams are left in the tournament? So there are 4 total brackets for the teams event. There's the women's, the bronze, silver, and gold divisions. In the women's division here, you're seeing 2 of the 4 teams. We got Rack Pack versus It Is What It Is on the stream. And then at the top of your screen, starting around 10 a.m., Team Hurricanes versus There We Are Then. In the bronze division, now the bronze division is like the second biggest division that there is right now. We have the matches for 7th, 8th. Yeah, the matches for 7th and 8th place going on right now. So currently we got Team Lights Out versus Shady Shots. That team will go on to play just the Phenolic Tip, which we actually got to see them on stream. And the winner of that matchup, actually that one hasn't been decided yet. And then we got Q the Chaos versus Strokers, which we got to see Q the Chaos yesterday as well. They'll go play Team Nice Rack. And the winner of all that will play each other and then move on to play Los Olenchenos. If I'm saying that right, I do apologize if not. And then you got Team Yakuza sitting in the hot seat for the bronze division. For silver division, we have 4 total matches going on right now. So we have still a little bit of the 13th through 16th place matches and the 9th through 12th place. So 9th through 12th, Crooked Q Disorientals versus Free Agents. Then the Plant City Posse versus Stingers. Winner of that gets to play each other. Winner moves on to play Team Shake and Bake. And then on the 13th through 16th part of the bracket, we got Patty Patty versus Burnin' Felt. And then Going Gray versus Chalk and All. The Patty Patty Burnin' Felt goes on to play Pocketing Pandas. Then Going Gray versus Chalk and All moves on to play the Aztecs. Winner of those matches move on to play each other and then go on to play Okie Rated. You got Stroka Genus, who played last night against Keep On Hustlin'. Keep On Hustlin' won it, so they're in the hot seat. Stroka Genius is sitting in the 3rd place part of the bracket. And then last, but most certainly not least, is the gold division. Sorry, had to pull the Austin Powers reference there for you guys. And in the 5th, 6th part of the bracket, we got Control Your Rock versus Big Black's Outlaws. And then in the 7th through 8th place, right now we got Issues versus Classic Billiards Varsity, where that moves on to play Not Too Shabby. And the winner of that goes on to play the matchup between Control Your Rock versus Big Black Outlaws. We also still have the hot seat match that is going on this morning too, which is Quit Your Grind, and they're up against Team Bad Action. So it gives you a little bit of a rundown of everything. Hey, good morning. Let me see here. Hey, Win, what's going on, brother? He said, how does scoring work? So, in every rack, every ball is worth a point. The 8 ball is worth 3, so 10 points possible per rack. It is a round-robin style matchup here, is the way it works. So, one team sets their lineup. They say 1 through 5. They do have a substitution in there. Second team sets their lineup, and then that second team is the one that rotates from there. But good morning. Happy Father's Day absolutely to anybody else out there as well, Win. Thank you so much. Tony James, Mr. Steelgoat. What's up, Jingle Jangle? Good morning. Happy Father's Day to you. Appreciate you, brother. Ashley, thank you so much for being here on the Facebook side, too. Happy Father's Day. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate you. All right. Guys, we're just waiting on them to get started. As soon as they will, we'll definitely kick this thing into high gear. They will be playing on 3 tables at once. Yeah, this team's event is definitely probably one of the most unique ones I think I've ever done and been a part of before. It's a lot of fun. I like the fact that, in my case, having an APA background, I'm used to 9 ball, every ball being worth a point, 9 ball being worth 2, 10 points per rack, right? So this is kind of like a combination of what that feels like scoring wise, but still played as an 8 ball rack, which makes it a lot of fun. Means that everything you do is, super, super important and definitely important to your team for the latter part of the matchup. If you end up losing a couple, right? Well, then it's a 10-7 split. There's only 3 points difference. Not a big deal, each rack. If you both make it to the 8 ball, whereas, if you don't, well, you get those 10-1s in there or those 10-2 splits, and you start to lose a lot of ground very fast. We had an interesting one last night during one of the streams, one of the matchups. Both tables that were playing because they were on 2 tables last night. Both tables were 10-3 split in the opposite direction, so locally they canceled each other out. But it was one of those like you saw it going one way very heavily on each side, and you're like, oh, like one team's fixing to break ahead, and luckily it worked out and balanced everything out. It was a very close matchup. Morning. Absolutely, Nick. There's definitely still a bit of pool left, sir. Still plenty of pool left to be had for sure. Absolutely. And I got set up for you guys that image top right. That's the 3rd table in, so you can still see all 3 tables from the main view. I want to make sure you can kind of see at least see good on the 1st table and see most of the 2nd table for sure. And then got you a little better view there top right of the 3rd table for you guys. So that way all the ladies get some representation on the live stream. I'm not sure when, but my buddy Max will be coming and joining me here. I'm not sure what Natay and Jess are doing over there in the background, but that's hilarious. That's so funny. I think they're getting ready for their hot seat match coming up here soon. Their matchups to get into the finals. And then the winner of this team will play the loser of that matchup. And of course, the winner from that will play the winner from that matchup. So I'm pretty sure they're just guessing the lineup, the roster right now. Good luck to all the ladies. Seriously, hope you guys have hope you ladies have a blessed time on the tables and get to show your best game. That's what we want to see today. Right, looks like on the same table, Miss Sandra there versus Miss Z. The handshakes are in. Melody for Team Rack Pack's getting ready over there. On the third table in, up against Miss Postal, Tammy Baker. I like that nickname, Postal. That's fine. And on the first table here, up front and center, Miss Annie here versus Christina. That was Miss Annie right there, getting ready to rack and break. Again, the team on the left-hand side gets to break all the first four matchups. Then, of course, the away team here, after they flip the coin, away team gets to break the second setup. Third team goes through, and then, or third round, I'm sorry, goes through, and again gets to break all of it. Then fourth round is again the B team, the it is what it is team. Just keeps alternating like that. And then if we end in a tie, we go to a fifth round. All right, we are off. Keep in mind, it is still open after the break. Yeah, Nick, absolutely, man. Going back and check out the live streams for sure, brother. For sure. I did had a little bit of issue with my page yesterday. I think some of the storms were messing with the internet side of it, and I just didn't want to have a crummy stream that kept dropping, so I just streamed only to the West Coast Challenge page. Man, thought I was going to get a little extra bump into that 5-4. Table's looking a little nicer, too. A little bit of a spread. Now, this table is still open right now. She has her choice. And I am definitely going solids here, without doubt. Start that 4-ball. Yep. I'm just wondering if you save your 5 as your out ball. I think I go 7. Oh, no, I see that 6 hiding over there. I'll take that back. 6 complicates it a little bit. That's a tougher one. Everything else can have a pretty good home. I still think I may have rolled up that 7. It's all right. Close to a pocket. She was set up good, though. She was set up good, man. She could have handled, well, maybe a little back. Well, I wish it was a little further up, actually. She could have taken care of the 6 if she'd been if the ball was a little further up. Would have been a little back cut there on the 1, but she could have taken that 6 down bottom right. Guys, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Welcome on in. I see more names popping in the stream. Appreciate y'all. Come show the love, y'all. Come show the love. As always, y'all, if you get a chance to, even if you're streaming on the Facebook side or the YouTube side of it, means a lot if you get the stream shared out. Share it to your Facebook. Let's get some more friends in here, and especially so we can get a lot of people enjoying when we get to the finals later this afternoon. There we go. She's set up good for the 6. Right now, this is a huge split if she gets this and finalizes with that 8-ball. Kept it simple. She's going to take it that top right-hand corner. I know the pool player me, I would load up on a lot of outside on that and try to get back above, maybe take it bottom right. But I'm not mad with keeping it simple, and especially how she's stroking good right now. So, yeah, just barely a nudge into that 15. Good try. All right, Miss Annie has got to get some good points in on this. Luckily, she's got a lot of breathing room to help out with this table, so it's just a simple execution. Keep cue ball down here on the bottom half of the table. You won't have a lot of distance to have to work with, and double check, make sure stuff goes by. As long as it goes by, you're fine. She shouldn't get hooked up on anything, so. If that 14 didn't go by, I mean, I just would have rolled up just a little bit more for 13. She had plenty of options. Yeah, it definitely went by. She had that good. Love seeing her take her time and aim here. That middle table here between Sandra and Z right now. They're both down to 1 ball each. Let's go. It's a good close matchup right there on that top one. Looks like this one's going to finish out for a good close one too. Lane, what's up, my friend? Welcome back to the stream, brother, on YouTube side. Said Amy's my doubles partner. Rat Pack is out of Polk County. They play BCA, USAPL, and APA. Let's go. Nice job. Oh, very beautiful shot. She was in the finals bracket of both 8 and 9 ball. Yeah, she did good. A huge showing. Huge showing. I just saw Miss Sandra there play a beautiful safety. Bumping that 8. Ooh, she is on fire, chat. She is on fire. Let's go. I like that matchup with Z and or Sandra and Z. Unfortunate scratch there. Ball in hand. And then, of course, that tabletop right of your screen, guys, that is Miss Tammy there. Rocking and rolling with her shots right there against Miss Melody for the right pack. This first one ends in a 10-7. Right, matchup number 4 will start on this bottom table here. It'll be Miss Susan versus Sheila. Oh, I think Sandra scratched right there. Yeah, that 8-ball's hanging. It's balling him back to Miss Z there on the middle table. I think since the teams that win tournaments say they go straight to Vegas. No. The teams that win some money, baby. Win some money and beautiful trophies, along with the prestige of this tournament. Tammy gets the win against Melody. That is a 10-6 victory. All right, goodness gracious, they just wrap it all up. Nice little bow. And then Ms. Z got her win against Sandra, 10-7. Score is very close, 23-27. So we'll have Susan and Sheila on the first table. Miss Annie back to the table here versus Miss Z on the middle. And then Miss Sandra versus Miss Tammy on the third. So just like that, guys, we got the fourth matchup of the first round robin playing, and we got the first two matchups of the second round playing. Yeah, Nick, not a problem, brother. Not a problem. Yeah, this is a standalone tournament. So this tournament isn't an official league tournament per se, but it is a tournament that requires you to be a league player of some sort. So you have to have some sort of. Every single one of us in here are amateur league players. So. I know you're so used to seeing so many of my my tournaments I stream are all about some sort of trip to Vegas. I don't blame you on that, brother. Like Susan, man, she's rocking and rolling this rack. 14-6 is definitely gonna be the problem balls. Ronnie, welcome on in, brother. How are you doing, sir? I see you. Chris, welcome in. Philip, AJ, guys. I see a lot of y'all on the Facebook side. Welcome on in, everybody. I said, if y'all get a chance to hit that share button for us and get the stream rocking and rolling. Everything works out. We'll hopefully have everything wrapped up in an 8-hour span for just one big old giant stream. That way you guys get to view all of it. Right. Bottom table here. Big ball hand opportunity here for Sheila. I don't know, with it being tough to get above on that 14 maybe. I don't know if I'm taking the 6 here. I don't know if I'm messing with it at all. I feel like the 6 is Susan's problem over Sheila's. That's what I feel like. A little harder. She may have got a better breakout. That was nice, though. Looks like the 5-2 may be wired. It's not a bad leave. I like that defense, chat. I like that defense. That was mean. That was good. I mean, that was nice. Very nice defense by Susan. Very well played. I'm pretty sure that 5-2 was wired. The way she just played that was good. She didn't go after the 14 ball. I almost think kind of fall into the trap, but you know, she didn't want to go messing with it. So I definitely like it. Larry, good morning. Good morning. Rack Pack out of Polk County, and it is what it is from Georgia. I didn't ask where from Georgia. I can find out here in a little bit. Might ask Miss Gray here in a moment when she's not playing. She might be able to work with that. She may have gotten just enough breathing room between that. I'm not sure. Oh, that was almost a trick shot, Chad. She almost pulled out a little Flooring the Venom Cola for y'all first thing this morning. Goodness gracious. Hey, Bupper on the YouTube side says, good luck, Annie. Good luck indeed. Seamus Annie's love there. He's on the middle table here up against Miss Z right now. Definitely swinging at this 5-2 combo. Definitely swinging at this. You got a chance for that 2 to block up that pocket and be up table. Oh, she's full into the 2. It's Tiffany confirmed for us from Atlanta. Which part of Atlanta? I think that was a good shot. That was a good shot. Talking about the one that came off 4 rails back around, almost trick shot in top left. Yeah, there could have been a big value add there if Miss Sheila would have went hit the 5 into the 2 and possibly blocked up that pocket, been upfield. Could have been. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but nice out. It's going to be a 10-4. Yep, 10-4 score confirmed right now, 33-31. Right on the bottom table here. You got Miss Melody back versus Miss Sheila. Sheila the break. Middle table here is Z versus Annie. Or Annie versus Z, I'm sorry. Definitely a little cluster there in the middle. Goodness gracious. A little bit of workaround. Taking a quick canter there, the top right corner of your guys' screen here. That's Miss Sandra. She's up against Miss Tammy. And they're close on that one too, of being done. 1 stripe, 2 solids left. Sandra's going to opt for a defensive shot. Looks pretty good, though. Looks like it's forcing her to go after the 5, maybe go upfield. Not bad. Oh, great question. Nick asking the question on YouTube. How many points does each team need? Well, that changes, right, based on the fact that each round it depends on what the wins are. So it is we play till it's mathematically impossible for the other team to win. A perfect score for you would be 160 points. That means you won all 16 racks of pool. But it varies. We'll know a little bit closer here as we go into the 4th round. Right now, we're still in the middle of the 2nd round of round robin matches between these two teams. And there's 4 matchups every round, 4 total rounds, so 16 matchups. At the end of that, if there is a tie, then that's when we go into a 5th round and break that tie. Which I want to say I think we had that only happen, I believe, once or twice, maybe at most, last year on stream. It was very, very uncommon. Nice defense there on this bottom table. Very well done by Melody. It looks like in the middle table here, Zia swinging for the 8-ball first. And she gets it. That'd be a 10-5 victory in favor of It Is What It Is. Z did good. She won 10-7 a moment ago. And so she just won 10-5. She's doing really good for her team. Very strong. And he says, I got you, but I don't think I've ever watched a tournament like this before. But you like it? Yeah, it's fun, man. Teams event is a lot of fun. Really, really good. Middle table, the 4th matchup of the 2nd round is about to begin. Susan versus Christina. I did miss it here, but Miss Sandra got the win. 10-5 against Miss Tammy. So again, we got Melody and Sheila here on the bottom one. Might have had a substitution here. Let me refresh. 1 second. Okay, no, I was just looking at the scoreboard wrong. So Yeah, so maybe Christina maybe needed to step away unless there was a substitution or something. But they're playing the third round, fourth match on the middle table right now, which is Susan versus Z. Nick, I feel you on that, brother. I love it. Larry over there on the Facebook side rooting on Mrs. Z. Let's go. Show the love, Larry. Appreciate you being here and supporting the stream, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nick, I feel you on that, man. I don't ever get tired of watching pool, especially team competitions like this too, man. Again, my love, my joy is a lot of the single stuff, but this is just such a fun teams event. Hey, Chris, what's up, good sir? It was good getting to see you this weekend. This table here loves seeing this run. I thought I may have gotten away from her for a second, but she'll do good with that. There we go. She hits hard enough because she knows she doesn't want to get stuck with the rest of the stripes. Good call, right hand side pocket. Nicely done. Great choice. Oh, that was great speed. Great speed. What a shot. Let's go. Be a 10-3 victory. For it is what it is. Big points on the board for that one. All right, so Annie's already playing Tammy there on the top third table. Should be Sandra versus Sheila, if I'm seeing correctly. Oh, Nick, don't you ever apologize for talking on the YouTube side asking questions, brother? You don't know what you don't know. Man, I love the questions. Trust me, man. It's only my third year, right? With this event. The teams one still gets me from time to time. I always have to get like a little refresher course for just a moment of like just double checking and making sure that I have it right. So there's just a little discussion here as for the lineup. I don't think they meant to play one of the matches early by chance, but that's okay. As long as they all get played, that's what matters. Yeah, I might have actually misquoted as for who was playing that just a moment ago. Do apologize. That was not Sheila. That was Christina on the table. I was looking at the score for the second round third match. I misunderstood who was up and playing. Apologize. I don't know everybody's names on it, so I do apologize for miscalling that. Nick, you're absolutely right. You can learn something new every time you play pool and every time you get to watch it, man. There's so many different variations to this game, so many different rules, so many different tables, cues, glove, no glove, wrap on your cue, no wrap. You can learn something, you can figure something out, you can find something that works better for you. It's all good, man. I love it. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna step away for just a second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, I definitely agree, Nick. There's a lot to be learned. A lot to still be learned in pool for sure. All right, so again, we got Annie and Tammy there on the top table. Middle table here is Miss Susan versus Lee. And bottom table here, that's Melody laughing right there, up against Miss Sheila. Got you this time, Miss Sheila. Hey, what a leaf. Oh my goodness gracious. Becky Ball is he is buried. She got it through the window. Wow. Very good try here. Ball in hand over to Melody. I'll be honest, since that was probably going to end up being a foul, I think I may have just tried to see if I can push that one up into her mess and make a mess here. Just I wouldn't hit it hard. I would just try to leave it somewhere near it. Actually, no, I take that back to be honest with you, because that may give her a breakout ball. And if you see here, she doesn't have a lot of options with ball in hand. Does that two not have the window because of the five? It looks like it should. Oh no. Oh no. That's very unfortunate. Guys, again, as we get more people in here, just a reminder here. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. What a shot for Miss Susan there on that middle table. Susan gets the win there, 10-5 against Miss Z. Z's been dominating for her team. So that was a good victory for Susan there for the rack pack. That will tie things up 61-61. And then Susan versus Christina here. Yeah, there was a little mix up there. Like I said, they jumped to the round three, uh, fourth matchup, which was Susan as the Susan was supposed to play Christina first in the round two. After these matches are done, no, I do not know which said teams will be. We'll probably jump right on into the back half of the room though. Depending, I don't know if they'll have a matchup ready for these three by the time the ladies are done, because we have the semifinals round for the ladies there at the top of very tippy top of the screen. Oh man, Robert, thank you so much here, aka Bobby. Shouldn't even say Robert anymore. I said thank you so much, sir, for putting this on the second year in a row that I'm not been able to make it. Still hoping to be there next year. Got to look forward to something, but now that my health is getting worse, man, Robert, Bobby, you're in my prayers, brother. Definitely my prayers, man. He says, do appreciate watching on your channel. Happy Father's Day, and thank you from Bobby the Old Ref, man. Much love, sir. Appreciate you being here. Seriously, thank you so very much, man, for those kind words. Wishing blessings upon you in your life, man. We definitely want you back. So definitely want you back. Good stroke there from Melody on the bottom table. Eyes on the sixth. Five ball is the issue. I don't know if there's a way to use the three to get to the five in any way of just doing something more with it now. There might be a crazy tangent line for the five off the nine to the side pocket, but I just don't know what else you're going to do with it. I don't know what you're going to do with it. Oh, that's right. Jennifer on the YouTube side says, talk about some great matchups, great sportsmanship as well. Love it. Yes. It's always good to see when competitors can be fierce, but still be great sports. Sometimes some people let the fierceness part take over a little too much. And I'm not saying that I blame them to an extent, you know what I mean? Like I'm not mad at it. I think there's a balance to this whole system, you know. I was trying to cheat just a little bit more outside. She would have had it. That was great speed. Very good speed by Melody on that one. Susan there on that middle table shooting real good. She's been running good this whole time so far. It's been awesome to see. All right, let's take a look here. So right now, Amy for Rack Pack here has won 2 out of her 3. Sandra played 3 yet. Nope, she's won one of her 2. Melody's 0 for 2 right now. Susan is 2 for 2, working on her 3rd. And then for the It Is What It Is team, let's see. Christina, she's played 2. She's 1 for 2. Z has played 3 of hers. She's 2 for 3. And she's been bringing us some good points too. Tammy, let's see. She played her 3rd. Yeah, she played her 3rd one. She's 1 for 2. Oh, I'm missing. Goodness gracious, I'm missing points here. 81-73 is that score. There's some other matches that got in. Let's see that 3rd table finish up. It keeps getting away from me. It's easier when there's 2. And come back to this bottom table here. Both ladies with 1 ball left. Sheila, great shot. Good setup here. There we go. Get back above that 8 call. That was, she instantly pointed that ball left hand corner part. She knew where that cue ball was going. Dad, go reset real fast. She was excited to go grab for that shot. Not wrong with a little reset there. Good job. And a beautiful out. Very well done. Yeah, 10-6 victory right there in favor of Miss Sheila. Very nicely done, though. So Nick, the first day on teams, it's oh yeah, let me check something real fast. There we go. The first day on teams, it's only on 2 tables, but when the moment it gets to the 3rd table, I'm not even gonna pretend like it doesn't get away from me a little bit. It definitely does. Luckily, the scoring is being done on CompuSports, so I just gotta keep refreshing the score page. It helps me keep track of it. So it should be Sandra versus Sheila. And which should be Sandra's break on that one. All right, so they're fixing to get 3 matches rolling all in a row. Let me double check, make sure. Score should be 90-93. All right, let me make sure there's no other scores getting input in. Yeah, so coming up should be Sandra versus Sheila. Sandra to break. Perfect. Just getting a quick little check-in. All right, so yes, first table will be Sandra versus Sheila coming up here. All right, microphone. There we go. Bobby saying, is Hurricane still in it? Yes, Kia's team is in the semifinals. In fact, they'll be playing there at the very tippy top as the semifinals match that we'll be jumping to as soon as this matchup is done. But yeah, Sandra versus Sheila on the first table. Wait to see what happens with the other tables. And this is the last matchup of the third round robin. Oh my goodness, Sandra. Get a hold of the break. Look at that spread. Really good. Small little cluster there on the bottom right. Past that, a lot of breathing room. I get that 13 is tied up with the 3-ball there on the bottom right, but I don't know. I kind of like stripes for this one instead. I think it might be easier to start solids though. Ooh. Now that was not the called ball in pockets, so that ball is down for somebody to still take advantage of the points. Keep in mind, it's all about the amount of down balls. It doesn't matter how they get down, right? If your opponent breaks, makes 3 of each on the break, right? Then it's all good either way because it's 3 points for either player. Next, asking which team would I like to see win? Try not to be biased, man. Try not to. The only person that I know for sure is I know Miss Sandra. That's Samantha Shea's mom from Jacksonville. But I try my best not to be biased. You know, I was born a Georgia boy, so it's hard to root against the Georgia team. I may be the Voice of Jacksonville Pool, but I was born in Georgia. You know, so. But yeah, like I said, I try not to be biased on stream either way. But no matter what, I really hope that we have a continued good showing from either. You know, I want the best of the best. I want that finals match to be so close, so tight knit of a match that you're like, this team's gonna win. No, this team's gonna win. No, this team's gonna win. Oh my gosh, it's only about 1 point difference. Like I want us tripping out during that finals match. Like literally losing our nerve minds to say the least. Yes, happy Father's Day to all the fathers today. It's a good call out, Larry. You gotta make sure keep saying that during stream. Show them all the love. They definitely are, Nate. They definitely are. If there's one team that y'all could probably potentially try to claim some biases, I love James and Michelle Harper, the Harpers, and you know they got Team Rock and Roll. They're the ones in the semifinals. I know that entire team. So there's one team that anybody could try and claim that I have bias for. It's just because I know them all. Like I said, I want a strong finish for this women's division. I want a good, strong finish. I don't want it to be a beat out or anything crazy like that. Shut out. All right, guys, I was getting distracted here. It looks like they have the throws in for that matchup between the Hurricanes and there we are then. Actually, are they getting more practice in, or are they start? No, yeah, they got the matchup in. So there we are. Then team will be considered the home team to be Sierra, Jessica, Jillian, and Nate. They'll stay in rotation. And for those first matchups here, it'd be Sierra versus Deanna, Jessica versus Kia, and Jillian versus Stephanie. Stephanie is considered a Masters player on the team Hurricanes. I said we'll hop at that one. We're gonna let this one play out, finish. Give these ladies their due diligence here on the TV table. Great shot top left. I don't think she's hooked up on the hooked up where the 11's in play here, but I think I'm just gonna send that 3 out down, still to the bottom left. Let it get close to the pocket. Gotta thin it past the 15. Oh, she's going for the bank. Very aggressive shot here. Oh my Lanta chat. Oh my goodness gracious, she just almost made that. I know it didn't go, but gosh darn, that was stupid close. Very, very well done. If I don't have the tournament sponsors there blocking the replay, but you guys still got to see it again. I thought she did too. Thought the fire was going to be a little bit more accepting for her. It was off by a little bit. Hit rail first, just a smidge too early. What a beautiful shot. Very well played. What an out. One out. Great matchup. That's a 10-4. All right, let me double check here, but I might have hit that 10 twice. Hold on here. I got that wrong. That should be 90 to 91. Hold on here. Where did I go wrong, Chet? Let me redo this here. Oh, I guess, did the fourth match not get done between Susan and Tammy? I thought that was, okay, that must just been an input in wrong. Hold on here. I'm going to reset, guys. Give me 1 second. They got it listed as 90 to 91. This is why I don't, I'm not the official scorekeeper. You don't trust my stream on that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I definitely see what it is. There was a fourth round, fourth match already input in. That's what was throwing me off before. All right, it should be 90 to 91. Let me refresh the score one more time. Make sure. Yes, score confirmed 90-91. Very tippy top right of your screen there, or top of the main one. That is Miss Annie. She's up against Miss Sheila. We should have yeah, we got Sandra versus Christina here on the middle table. And then I definitely see Z and Melody getting ready on the bottom table. Yeah, that shot in that corner body though, man, that was potentially the shot of the day right there. All the way down. I mean, her object ball was almost middle of the table. Not middle. It was still up a little bit, but I mean, still come all the way down off the bomb short rail back up the top left-hand corner pocket. And hit it with a proper speed, a very, very good angle on it. I mean, again, it was just off by just a hair. Just a little bit, just a small second there. I think they may be waiting for these first two matches to play out, is what it is. Yep. And I don't blame them on it. You kind of want to see where these two are, where you'll know where you'll lie for the matches, because that strategy does come in play. I talked about it yesterday. You know, if you only need a couple balls, well, instead of going for what may end up being like a harder run, you may just go in and sink a couple points. Whereas an 8 ball, usually you'll save a ball sitting in the pocket for later on for either when you get out of shape or, in order to get extra shape on a different ball to complete a run. Whereas in this format, you may take that ball early, go ahead and secure that point. It's a big deal. We'll still get to see Melody versus Z, and then Susan versus Tammy. Should still get to see those two matches. I think with the way she's pointing there, calling the 3 into the 1. With Miss Sandra there on the middle table. Good attempt. Very good attempt. So guys, I'm seeing some more names coming on in the stream here. Just to give you guys a quick update here. This is the one lost odd bracket for the women's division of the teams challenge. The winner of this one goes to play the loser of the matches that you see at the very tippy top of your screen. That's Team Hurricanes versus There We Are then. That very well. That was very close for her to be treetop like that. Very good try by Miss Christina there. Once again, she's got a stripe there, sitting not too far outside of a quarter pocket. It's kind of almost a reverse here. You got the 1 and 7 here, sitting here on the opposite bottom quarter pockets. That top table there, top right of your screen, getting very interesting. 2 balls left for object balls, 1 for each lady. And looks like Manny's going to make that top right hand quarter pocket and have the 8 ball set up. Sandra's running good on this middle table too. Man, Sandra gets such a nice bump. And that stripe sets up good for that 4. Shaking her hand, but looks like maybe it's just going to be a little bit of a back cut, so it's not going to give her shape for that 8 on the bottom right. Yeah, it's not as too steep of a back cut. She's looking around, about coming around. Wonder if she can kind of help it out a little bit, load up a lot of right on this shot. Slow and right. I think she can get away with it a little bit. I think she at least has eyes on the bank. And while we were focused on the middle table there, Stranding got the win 10-6. Yeah, 10-6. All right, on the bottom table here, Melody versus V coming up. Right now, Right Pack leads by 3 points, chat. Oh, good try by Sandra. As she had it, that was a big, big victory. That would have been a 10-2. Yeah, Nate, definitely a good finals match, without a doubt, brother. And hopefully we'll get to stream all of them. Hopefully it works out timing-wise. And I got to hold up any matches just to be on the stream table. We got to Got to get the tournament done and over with, but there's a little bit of staggeredness between them, so we'll see what happens. It's a big deal there on that middle table. Beautiful out. That was about to be a 10-2 in favor of Red Pack and give them a very defining lead here in the last two matches, in which Miss Christina just turned that completely around. Very big deal. All right, score confirmed. It is tied, 107 to 107. Here we go. What a run. What a run. This comes to question here. Do you go after S7? Should be a point, or do you try to do something about the 5-3 right now? I feel like you might be to bank the 5-3 into the bottom left-hand corner pocket, to be honest with you. There may be an opportunity. Somebody says there's only one camera view of the room. One stream, yes. One stream of the room, yes, ma'am. We have 3 cameras set up here. We have this main one right now that we're watching for these matches. And we have the one in the top right-hand corner pocket, or top right-hand corner pocket. Goodness gracious, listen to me being pool guy. Top right of your screen, so we can see the third table in. And then we're going to be switching views here in just a moment when this matchup is done between these two teams. That way we can catch, there we are then, versus Hurricanes, which has already started. And the last matchup there on the middle table here is between Miss Susan and Miss Tammy. Beautiful shot. Very well played. And that was definitely the right call with where that 3 was sitting. That's a tough situation for Melody on the bottom table. I'm trying to think if there's a better call here, but the only thing I can think of is maybe load up again with a bunch of right from her point of view and try to send a 5 all the way top right, but also get that cue ball to kick into this cluster here towards the bottom right. But at the same time, I don't think you really want to mess with the cluster too much. This is where you defense this one. This is where you go right into that 9 ball, snooker up with the 5. Or snooker up with the 3, I'm sorry. Yeah, these teams that are playing now are neck and neck. Yes, they are. Yes, they most certainly are. Good attempt there, but ball in hand. So he's absolutely going after the right shot here. And she has to be able to follow up. She wants to be kind of straight in on this 15 or be slightly above it. That way it's a little easier to take that 8 top left-hand corner pocket. Can't believe it's come down to the last two matchups here. It's even 107 and 107. Here we go. Nice little forced follow there. Used to the rail, just let's slow it right on down. And she lands it. Second here will get justice. See if we can get a little better. Come on, robot. All right, bear with me for just a moment, guys. I was trying to fight me on that. I'm trying to get you guys a better view of the middle table. Oh, I know why I was trying to do. He's trying to do his auto follow. Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's trying to follow. Oh, Lord. Hand gesture stuff. All right, let me try to deactivate that. I'm sorry, guys. This is funny. Turn that off right now. I'll get that fixed. That's funny. So right now, if I'm seeing this right, if Tammy makes one more, it is over. And she does. That is it. They're gonna finish it out here, of course, but the score should be accurate. There we go. Great job, team. It is what it is. We'll be moving on. Guarantee at least third place. Team Rack Pack. Well, they've done phenomenal in this tournament here, getting fourth place in the women's bracket. Congratulations. All right, let's see if we can get flipped on back here. Give it 1 second. Oh, real fast, yeah. Let me get that camera back up. There we go. You guys see all three tables on this one as well. And then bear with me. I'm going to get everything up to date. You're good. That's funny. All right, just getting this all swapped over. I'll get the score update. All right, so it looks like they are halfway into round 2. I need to swap the names over so I don't mess up the score. Give me one moment. Now, let me do the score proper. So 45-44. Goodness gracious. I love it. Renly in there. Let's go. Says, go Hurricanes, wave from the Bayou. All right. Double check, make sure score is up to date here, and I'll update you guys on the rest. Perfect. Score is up to date. All right, let's talk about who's where. All right. Middle table, that is the first matchup of round 3 starting. Sierra Breakin versus, she'll be against Miss Stephanie Mitchell. Third table, we got Miss Jessica versus Jessie Jane. So Jessica versus Jessica, if you will. That's going to be a funny matchup. That's hilarious. Battle of the Jessicas. Only one gets to keep the name after this, by the way. And then this first table here, we have... Actually, I'm sorry. That might be... Happened to Dee versus Jessie, unless I just don't have a score in there. Let me refresh again. I am missing a score. All right. 10-7 in favor of Dee. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. So wait a minute. I'm missing a matchup here. 55-51. Okay, there we go. All right, again. You got Tay and Deanna here on the bottom very first table. Second table wins Sierra versus Stephanie. Third table, Jessica versus Miss Jessie Jane. Okay, Jessica versus Jessica. Jessica squared here. Go for a watch here. There might be. Let me see. It's not showing it. That was a good point, Samantha. Thank you for that. Yeah, let me go double check and find out. That was a good point, Samantha. Hold on real fast, okay? All right, guys, I had to go get a quick update, just double checking some stuff. So yeah, there is a 10-point spot because of the Masters player, Stephanie Mitchell, being a Masters player. So let me get a proper score update and then add 10 more over to team. There we are now. 65-55. And then the 10-point spot will be Anna as well. Oh, I see. Gosh darn it. Why did I miss that? I see it in there now. It is in CompuSport. My bad, chat. I wonder if that includes that there. Hold on, let me see. 50. Yeah, it does at the bottom. Okay, I am so sorry, chat. I should have just seen that. All right, that's Miss Dee versus Deanna here on the bottom table. Again, Sierra versus Stephanie on the middle. Top table, battle of the Jessicas. Team Hurricanes, defending champions of this tournament. I don't remember exactly how far I should pull it back up, but I know Team There We Are then made it really far last year too. And Tay, owner of Game On Apparel, one of the vendors at the show as well. In fact, the wonderful shirts and jerseys from It Is What It Is actually her team's jerseys. Like those. There we go. D's running around pretty good on this. Having to work through this big old cluster up there. All right, I'm not mad about that shot by Deanna. Getting her stuff out of the cluster again. Both ladies just trying to work on every bit of what's going on up there. Ooh, bless you. Oh my goodness gracious. We caught that on camera. Oh my Lanta. That was so good. That was funny. Oh man. That was too good. It's like on Sierra's match here against Miss Stephanie. They both down to one object ball left. Tough to tell a little bit, but I wonder how much access she has to her last object ball. A ball's definitely on the middle table. You're both out. Looks a little problematic for sure. Yeah, Sierra's having a kick at it. That was a nice kick too. That was a really nice kick. She's blocking. Yeah, she's stopped. She's blocking Stephanie. I think Stephanie's coming over to get a jump cue. Yeah, that was a beautiful kick. Gotta see more people crowd on in here. I say crowd on in here. Ain't too big of a crowd. There's plenty of room, plenty of table space. Everybody wants to see how all these matches are going. Beautiful shot by Deanna here on the bottom table. Very well done. Great job getting back out right through that window too. He set up good. Main question is, what are you going to do about a 13 ball? Everything else on her table for the bottom one is good to go. Beautiful shot by Sierra. Looks like she's playing blocker on the middle table for the A-ball. That was after Stephanie had a great hit on hers, not leaving Sierra with much. Good hard battle on that middle table. Guys, welcome in. I see some more names coming into the stream here. Just a heads up, we are into the semifinals of the women's bracket. The loser of this goes to play the team we just got done seeing on stream, which is it is what it is. And the winner of this will be sitting in the hot seat. Double elimination. Oh my Lanta, don't you scratch. She's set up good. Way to go, Deanna. What a shot. Look at this again, dude. Beautiful tangent line right over. Almost risked the scratch. Don't get me wrong. That cue ball slowed down, but no risk equals no reward. High risk equals big reward. It's like Sierra setting up on the middle table for a 2-rail kick. She just barely misses it. And the match between Jessica versus Miss Jessie Jane there went 7-10. Favor the Hurricanes. 82-65. Score confirmed. Fourth matchup of the third round robin will be up against Nate versus Miss Kia. And that match of Sierra versus Stephanie just finished. 10-6 in favor of Stephanie. Score currently 88-75 right now. Like a good hit on the night, I believe that's what it was called. Miss Tammy coming on over here to watch it. Didi will be in the driver's seat for this one, though, because 5 should be blocking up access to that 9 by the luck of it. I say I kind of like this 1-4 situation going on right now. Yeah, it worked kind of like a little two-way. That was a beautiful shot by Didi. Very well done. Almost had the 4. 5-ball traverse right on back over. She would have been able to maybe take the 6. She's a little bit outside. Come on back around just a little bit. Yeah, that would have been beautiful. Of course, Smith into a 1-rail kick, shortens it up. Great hit. Nicely done. Only problem is way it hit off that 4 that 9 ball sitting off the top short rail. Right. Oh, ooh. Tony's saying is the B bracket men's 8-ball next. 8-ball, 9-ball singles, all that stuff finished up. That was all done. What's today? Sunday. That was done Friday. That all finished up on Friday, Tony. Yeah, we are strictly in teams mode. That's all we have left. Oh, good try, buddy. Good try. Ball in hand over to Deanna. Oh, teams. Oh, there's bronze, silver, and gold. Is what there is. So there's the open, then there's the ladies. So there's not a men's B bracket, if that makes sense. But I'm not sure who they're going to put on the stream next because technically, after this one, they'll have the third round matchup for the ladies, and then the finals. But I'm not sure, Tony. To be honest with you here, but I'll let you know as soon as I know. I'll keep an eye on it, see where they schedule the matches, and see if they're scheduled on this room. Good battle by D and Deanna there. It'll be a 10-6 victory for the Hurricanes. $94-85 score confirmed. Again, we got Nate versus Miss Kia there, very third table in. We got Sierra versus Miss Jane there, middle table. And should have Jessica versus Deanna here on the bottom table. I love it, Miss Roxy. How's it going? Just happy Father's Day to all the amazing dads out there. Appreciate that. Thank you for that, Roxy. She says, wishing all the teams best of luck. Huge shout out to my Seminole County ladies. There we are. Then team kick some butt today. Definitely. Appreciate my dear. Welcome on in, Roxy. Hope you're doing well and blessed. Thank you, Max. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Venti Ice Caramel Latte. I got my Mocha Choca here, guys. Come on. Need that coffee. I mean, Max here, Circuit Billiards. Make sure to lug him up, show him the love. He's been coming and helping to support me on the stream. All right, looks like Matt's going to join us for a moment here. Then you're going to try to get some more footage and stuff, aren't you? I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Gonna walk around and get some more footy.
I figured as much. Let me do a quick refresh of the score here. We were chit-chat for a moment. Thank you, Max, by the way. Appreciate you bringing me my Starbucks here.
Yeah,
Love
man,
it.
no problem.
I'm so basic. I skip a latte. I walked to the I call it wannabe Starbucks here in the in the hotel because they don't do all the normal Starbucks stuff. I walked in there and I guess either doing something with the machines or they're down or something, but they were like, we have regular coffee and we have iced coffee. And I said, I'm bougie. Bye. And I walked out.
Timu Starbucks.
Timu Starbucks. Yeah, I don't want that. I can get that regular stuff all day long.
Yeah, no, I knew, this being the last day, everybody's gonna be pretty lethargic this morning. So
Yeah.
figured you could use some cafe.
A couple people were like, Tim, where were you last night? There were some epic battles. I was like, I'm with you on it. But the most epicest of battles are going to be today.
Oh,
You want me with a little bit of sleep in my system.
Exactly. Yeah.
Somebody was like, did you get your beauty rest? I said, if you count 5 hours as beauty rest, then yes, I am the most beautiful there is.
I know the feeling.
All right, bottom table here again. This is Miss Tiana to break up against Jessica. Yeah, Hurricanes are making a good little comeback here. They had to spot the 10-point handicap difference because Miss Jessica, I'm sorry, Miss Stephanie, forgive me, is Masters on the team. So they give up that 10-point spot for that. Obviously, it gets canceled out if the other team has a Masters on it too, but
Almost committed the cardinal sin of not having my volume turned down on my phone.
That's funny. I see keep jumping over there on the third table in. Beautiful jump too.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a little harder to see it here just with how far away it is, but that was very well done.
Seen some great jump shots all week, actually.
Yeah.
It's like I think we were talking about last night on these 7-footers. It's sometimes a little more difficult to keep the ball on the table. So kudos to all the awesome jump shots we've been seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. It definitely is difficult, and it's funny. Dr. V made a post on his page, and he did a double jump, and it was gorgeous. He ball into a corner pie, did a double jump. We're shouting him again. Another one of the wonderful vendors here at the tournament.
Oh yeah, I love Dr. V.
Yeah, he's good people, very good people. I walked up to him, and I was in there. I was like, "Got any more of that special chalk?"
I'm hurting.
You know exactly what's going. You know exactly what's going. Shazam! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's got some great chalk. Awesome jump break cue.
Yes. Yep.
And that cue, I mean, like, it came out, and out of nowhere, I just started seeing everybody in Central Florida.
Yeah.
Breaking and jumping with those. I'm like, what is this? And then I got to meet him. Stand-up guy. Really awesome dude. Loves pool.
There's a couple different jump break cues, or a couple different jump cues. Let me rephrase this. I like his being a jump break cue option together. I think personally, if you were trying to learn how to jump, I think I would honestly go with his. So that way you still have the break cue combination, and then maybe eventually work your way into just a singular jump cue, break cue, and then playing cue. I think that's where his really gives a huge cost-effective benefit for sure to a lot.
And I do also love the whole idea of you can change between the two different butts.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to go for like a shorter jump shot, you can go with the lighter butt. And then if you want to go for, you need a little more oomph, maybe you're on a 9-footer or something, you need more distance, you can go with the heavier butt. I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I definitely agree. By the way, today's match, she got the win against Kia there, 10-6. That was a big one. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think he gives a lot of bang for the buck. It's not a cheap jump break cue. Don't get me wrong. But I think for its combination, what it does for you, and again for somebody that is playing these style tournaments where that stuff's allowed and everything. I think it's a good little multi-tool. That's what I want to call it. It's a good multi-tool.
It
It's
is.
like a Swiss Army knife type thing.
is.
Gives you a lot of capability. I think it allows you to really learn and hone in on your jump shots.
And also, especially if you're somebody who has you're a player starting off and you have a small case.
Yes.
Doesn't have a ton of, some of these people come in with these cases. I'm like, oh my God, you got a tent in there?
That's
got
right.
like 6 different butts and 10 shafts. But a lot of these guys, when they're first starting off, they just got room for 2 cues. So it is kind of nice to, like you said, have that little multi-tool in there that you can do. And it's just not a one-trick pony.
Yep. All right, third table in there. That's Miss Dee Dee there getting ready against Miss Kia. That is the third matchup of round 4. So then the only other matchup left that isn't starting or being played yet is Monte versus Stephanie Mitchell. Sierra going for a difficult shot here on this 3-ball. That was just defense here. Yeah, is that what she's doing?
Nice,
yeah.
smart.
Tell me it doesn't drift all the way. Okay, yeah, good defense. Let's go. Mr. Guy Jones in the chat. What's up, brother? He says, come on, Hurricanes. Listen, sir, okay. I don't want to be dealing with the Hurricanes here in Florida. Gosh darn it. You stop that.
I know we are currently watching the ladies matches, but I just want to give a quick shout out to all the dads out there. Happy Father's Day.
It's our day.
That's right.
Gosh darn it. You're going to hear about it. I want my nap. I'm not going to get it, but by the way, quick update here. Gold Division. Joey Rock versus the Big Blacks Outlaws. They chose that name on purpose to try to mess me up. The Big Blacks Outlaws won, and so their matchup got called a few minutes ago. They'll be playing the Classic Billiards Varsity. And then the winner of that goes on to play Quit Your Crime, which Quit Your Crime was in the matchup for the hot seat. So it means Bad Action is now sitting in the hot seat, guaranteed second place, 1250. That's the gold division. In the silver division, we've had some movement there as well. The Crooked Q Disorientals versus Free Agents. Free Agents got the win. They're playing Plant City Posse, who got the win against Stingers. And Patty got the win against Bernafelt. So they're up against, they were up against, Pocketing Pandas right after, in which the Pandas got the win on that one. Going Gray got the win against Chalk and All, so they're up against Aztecs, which they got the win there. And now they're playing the Pandas. So we are down to our final weight. So Free Agents Plant City Posse versus, or their matchup, and then Pocketing Pandas versus Going Gray, in which Shake and Bake and Okie rated our weight. Almost Stroking Genius hot seat match is still keep on hustling. Or not hot seat match, hot seat winners, keep on hustling. And then the bronze division. Oh, we got the same move some too. So we have Key to Chaos. They played team Nice Right. Nice Right got the win. And they're waiting to play the winner between Shady Shots and Just the Phenomenal Tip.
It's a great name, Chalk and All.
Chalk and All.
I tell you, I love some of the wordplay when people come up with some of these team names.
Was intentional too. Figured that out last year with their team name. Yeah, some of the wordplay is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know I stepped away for a moment here, or not stepped away, but was talking about all the teams still left in it, giving them shout outs here. But that matchup on the middle tables here versus Miss Chester Jane there. Oh my gosh, they are still in it right now. And that has been a good little defensive battle.
Hell yeah. Nate had a match last night that honestly, there was probably, I'm not joking, 30 or 40 defenses played in a row.
Let's go.
They were down to, each of them had one ball and the 8 ball left, and it was just back and forth, like, which of us is going to go for it first?
Yeah. Get Rob's attention. His team was down. They needed to win their last 3 matches, by the way, Rob's team. And Kendall came in and told me that Rob kicked off that 3-win streak that they needed with a break and run. He 10-0'd his opponent.
Oh, wow.
And it came down to Kendall just needing a run, and there was a small foul. He accidentally rolled into a ball into another ball, and it cost him ball in the end and cost him the rack. And he said he had it. He was like, there's no doubt. He was like, the run was normal, and I was out. And I was like, man. He's like, yeah. He's like, I was pissed. Like, I don't blame you, man. That's a heartbreaking one. When it comes down to that type of situation versus situation where it's just you play a game and maybe you missed or something. But them's the rules. All right, Miss Jess Jane did get the win there. Sierra still scooped up 6 of the points. That is still lead, a 9-point lead right there on that one.
Wow.
Oh, no, it's stuck up close to the rail. See the frustration on Deanna's face. I don't blame her. She got a crossbank, though. I'm crossbanking that bad boy.
Really?
Yeah, three rails back around down. 8-ball top left-hand corner pocket. It goes, baby. It goes.
I'm a scaredy cat. I would just barely.
I mean, you can
link
4
it.
rail it and probably still slice that 8 into the side pocket.
I'll just give it a little bump on the right-hand side. Try to park the cue ball behind it.
Listen, man, I am great with what you're talking about. I understand, but I'm running this thing goes all day long. This is a normal crossbank, just like that.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
just a little.
Ooh,
No. Whoa.
Okay. I expected it to come. It shortened up. I expected it to come all the way around. So.
You called it. That was a great bank.
Yep. It's just it seemed like it's an over aggressive shot, but as long as you got to pretend that ball said something bad about your mama, right? As long as you hit it firm, you're good. Beautiful out, nicely done.
Nice shot.
That is a 10-5 victory in favor of the Hurricanes. Tavern, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the stream here. Score is refreshed. Got it for you, trust me. You just got to bear with me here. With it being 3 tables, lots going on, you know? So, but you can follow along on CompuSport if you want a up-to-date, in-the-moment score as well. All right, score is confirmed here, 115 to 111. Goodness gracious, 4-point difference there. Dee is finishing up her match against Kia. Let me see if I can get us a little better shot on that. Hold on here. I can't move my other camera right now. It's not 105, it's 115. There's a 10-point spot, Daffer, because of the Masters player, Miss Stephanie, on the team. Appreciate you, though. It says that if you scroll down, you'll see it at the very bottom of CompuSport when it calculates that in for you, underneath the round 5 matches, if that's what you're looking at. I'm assuming that's what you're looking at. Yeah, Miss Stephanie Mitchell's Masters player, so 10-point difference. Yep. In fact, I think out of the teams in the top 4, I think she was the only one, actually. I could be wrong by that, but I'm fairly certain. I'm trying to think of the match. Yeah, there was no handicap on the other one, so yeah, only one Masters player out of the top 4 teams. All right, trying to see if I can get us a little better. I've got to be able to turn that dirty tiny bot over there.
Tell you, this being the last day, it was a little a little strange walking in here this morning after every single day, seeing every single room just elbow to elbow with people.
Yeah.
And then coming in today and the main room is just empty.
Isn't it weird? It does feel a little crazy. Ashley, I am working on that right now as we speak. Promise you, I'm trying to see if I can get my third camera here to do the trick for us. Okay, well, while I'm working on the third camera, let me do this here real fast for us. Ooh. Give me 1 second, guys. Camera's going to wait for just a moment. It's going to come right back, I promise you.
Just a little hanger.
Oh, are they about to start the other one? Oh, they are. Well, and it's still choosing $10.
Left herself weird on the 8-ball. I think she's kind of in that weird middle point where it's like, I went too far for the corner, but I have a weird shot on the side pocket. I don't know if she's going to go for a bank or if she's going to try to cut it up into the side. Always tough when you look at your leave for the 8-ball and say, okay, if I get too far this way, I have the side. If I get up on this side, I've got the corner, and you get right in that perfect middle point where it's like, well, now both are tough. She scratched on the 8-ball. Big opportunity here. I would go for the ball in the corner first. Use that ball on the side to get farther up table on the 8-ball. I think that's exactly what she's doing. She needed to get a little farther up.
let's try that again, Max. By the way, she did drain that bank shot, as you called it. Max was holding it down. I apologize for the quietness. Mama Lane, thanks for the Happy Father's Day. Wish Brad a Happy Father's Day from me as well. And it comes down to this matchup here, guys. I did not realize my camera tried to take over our audio and they weren't hearing us, Max.
121, 121.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how you win this one. Could be a 10-0, could be a 10-1. Could be any of it. Doesn't matter. So
It's a barn burner.
yes, it is. He did good, Patrick. She had that beautiful bank on that 8-ball. That was gorgeous. Stunning.
If there is one player though that I would trust on my team being in this situation, it's a awesome shot.
Yeah, definitely out of any of the relays on the roster, I agree with you. Yep, she's got they got several players on their team that has good tournament experience and stress. That's what I consider a situation, right? This is where you need somebody that's been through the battles, have had the losses, have had the wins, understand how to work through this emotion. That's what you have to be able to do. You can't run from the nervousness. It's just going to take over your body, and you're going to lock up, and every single one of your shots are going to show it. Plus, she has that big hair.
Yes.
So she automatically gets big points for that.
It's funny. I usually do well under pressure.
Yeah.
And, I've played racks for fun with a couple different pros and stuff. Usually I'm just like, I'm just going to have fun.
Yeah.
I have no idea why, but yesterday when I played a couple racks against Tony, I was like,
you're feeling it.
Oh, man, my hands were shaking. And I was like, it was crazy.
It's a weird one because in those situations, you have nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's not like this is just a fun experience, like joyride type deal.
There's nothing on the line whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God. He was a great guy, though.
Oh, I bet. Oh, there's my wife. Okay.
Not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the 6 has any extra room for drum by.
Yeah, getting on the 6 is going to be tough.
Oh, my Atlanta.
Wow.
And Stephanie's showing why she's listed as a master player right there. I believe she even got that side on it, but at this point, I think if she goes for it, I think it's scratch.
I think so. I think if she goes for it, it's going to go off of the
11 ball right there into the side pocket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if that's the 13 ball, I think right here above the 6. I think if she tries to take the 6 down to the corner, I think it's the The ball's going to kind of ricochet off a little bit into that 13 ball, possibly into the side.
Yeah, but I think she got the bank in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Out of my pink corner pocket bank. Bare minimal. I mean, even if she does go for that, as long as she can draw past the 13.
Yeah.
But if she goes for that, like bare minimal, that 6 is going to be in that bottom left-hand quadrant and open up a great opportunity for her to potentially still get the win against the pay.
Oh, yeah. And if she can hit it right and get up on the other side of that 13, see the 8 in the side.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
She's looking at it.
Oh, I don't think she's going to get on the right-hand side of that 8. 8 definitely doesn't go on the right-hand side pocket. I don't know what she's going to do about the 8, to be honest with you.
Part of me is feeling like she's going to, I was thinking for a second when she stood on that side of it, thinking about taking over that pocket and just knocking in her
I think that's what she's aiming at.
14 ball.
I think you're right.
Leaving that 6 hanging there.
That side pocket. I think you're dead on.
You just don't want to hit it too hard and, oh, well. Okay.
It's not a bad position. Not a bad position. It's not the defenser, though. That 14 ball along with those 3 there in the middle are playing great blocker.
It's a good spot for the 6, too. You can see it from a lot of the table.
Yeah. Yep. I love it. I love it.
Have a feeling the jump cue's coming out.
The only other thing I may have liked a little better is just to prevent her from having an easier jump is I think I would have hit a little bit more on the top side of that 14. And so that way when 14 came back, it was below the cue ball.
I agree 100%.
But past that, you absolutely play defense here. There's no need to run anything. Because if either leg gets ball in hand, I mean, you should see a potential run out. But also at this point, it's tough because look where the 8's at.
Yes.
Like this, even if she makes this jump shot, or even if she hits it good, then Tay still has shots on the table. The 8 ball's not in a good spot. There was just a major value add at defense in that.
She's going to bank.
Yeah, so she's jumping into the bank. I'm not mad at that. Allows her to continue hitting the 6 ball pretty full. Set hitting it and scratching it.
Just hope you don't come back up into that cluster and break it out.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. That's the risk, right? Yeah, she was.
Oh
no. Oh no. Major ball in hand. Yeah. Oh no, that was worst case scenario.
Wow.
Well, if you ever wanted a gift horse, you better not look it in the mouth. That's for darn sure on this one. What's up, Raymond? How you doing, brother? The man that plays at his own home, practicing on a beautiful table, barefooted.
I feel like so many pool halls now don't allow, unless you're playing in league, they don't allow jump shots or masse shots. You go into so many pool halls now, and there's huge signs, no masses, no jumps, and I tell you, it's hard to practice jump shots, but it's a part of your game. If you have a table at home, even if you can just go find somewhere with a little coin op bar table and practice some jumps.
Well, I even told a buddy of mine, I didn't realize he was changing his cloth soon, and I was like, I should have come over. And did a bunch of jump shots.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, he knew probably like 2 weeks in advance he was going to be changing. He didn't care. So that's a great time. He set up.
Beautiful.
This is for the win. This is to put the Hurricanes into the one-loss side of the bracket. This is to guarantee yourself bare minimal second place.
Nice job. Take a little breath. Compose yourself.
Yeah, shake it off. Shake it off. Yes. Raymond said, by the way, it's actually spelled hurricanes, which are naturally occurring high wind and rain weather phenomenons here in Florida. Let's go. What an out. What an out.
Wow.
Nicely done. Overall score to finalize that out would be 131 to 127. Very, very well played. That was the semifinals match. Nicely done.
Speaking of practicing breaks, I have a funny feeling Nate's opponent, as soon as she gets home, is like, I'm hitting jump shots.
Yeah. Right.
When you're practicing jump shots, she's gonna be like, I'm practicing jump shots for the next couple days.
BT dubs. So that was to guarantee themselves at least $835 for that team, with a chance to play for $1,550. So very, very strong showing. Very good job. They did good. Did really good. So the team we saw earlier, it is what it is. We'll be playing up against Hurricanes next, and then we need to see if we have a matchup for you guys coming up to the stream table. Let me do some refresh through the brackets and double check here. Looks like the match was already called. Just the phenolic tip versus Nice Rack. That is the bronze division. And that's to go losers 4th place. $1,000, by the way. Those teams will guarantee themselves $1,000 in the hand. Very, very cool.
And $1,000 in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
There we go. That one caught me off guard. That was good. Let's see. Free agents versus Shake and Bake. That one was called here, the silver division. And we got the Pocketing Pandas versus Going Gray right now as well. And that team is 7th, 8th place team going into 5th, 6th. And let's see. Gold division. We got, Big Black's Outlaws got the win. They got the win against the Classic Billiards varsity. So that'll be, they'll go play Quit Your Crying next. And that's scheduled for an hour from now. So it looks like we don't have anything coming up in the stream room, I'm pretty sure. Let me just go through one more time and just double, triple check, make sure that's the case. Wait, what you over there recording? Hey-oh! Max over there recording stuff on his phone. Bobby there says, what a match. Definitely Hurricanes are in the finals, though. We'll see. We'll see. The team from Atlanta is no joke. So definitely hope you have their last 2 matches. We will see for sure here.
There's a great pool scene in Atlanta.
Yes, it is.
I got to go to Mr. Q's out there. Great pool hall.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Glenn actually has a company called Black Blade Ford Carbon Cues. Have you ever heard of those?
No.
So he developed a cue where all of the weight is actually in the shaft instead of the butt.
Interesting. Very interesting.
It's when you first shoot with it, it does feel a little strange, but the more you shoot with it, the whole concept behind it is he feels you have more control with the weight in the front versus the back. And I will say a lot of people... I actually met an older gentleman who, he's a little older. His hands shake a little bad.
Yeah.
He started shooting with one of those, and he's like, it steadied my shot so much.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, if you're into checking it out, Black Blade Ford Carbon.
Very, very cool. We see all the hugs and excitement and everything. Very nicely done. Yeah, it does not look like we have anybody coming to the stream room right now. So, guys, we're going to, instead of just leaving y'all on hold here and leaving the stream blank for a while, we're going to end it, refresh everything, and get it ready for the rest of the semifinals and finals and stuff that we're going to have here on stream. So, guys, y'all make sure and be ready to be back here probably for sure within an hour at worst, because there's a gold division matchup for 3rd place guaranteed. Set to start at 12:30. So, make sure don't go anywhere. We'll be live back in on, of course, the West Coast Challenge Facebook page, and then my Facebook and YouTube page, the Voice of Jacksonville Pool. Max, I appreciate you, man, for joining in with me.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you, Tim. It's been a blast.
And definitely shout out to Stroking It Billiards there.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Do you have Billiards in the last name, or is it just Stroking It?
Just Stroking It Billiards.
Yeah, it is Billiards in the last name. Yeah. I don't know why for a second. Listen, I need to drink more of this coffee. I'm going to do that and get that done and get the rest of the breaks in there because of all the coffee. So we'll see you guys here shortly. Y'all be blessed. The Voice of Jacksonville Pool.